is where it all starts again. Liverpool, the champions of the Premier League, begin their defence of their crown, won in such fine style last season. They'll be champions all season, but it's whether or not they can retain it. That's the big question. It's also one of the toughest things to do in football. To win it is one thing, to retain it is totally something else. Rise to pay tribute
of Diogo Jota,
to Diogo
20, and his beloved brother Andre Silva.
Salah might go on his own, and he does, and pulls out a very
positive run. It's a lovely little ball. You can see there on the bottom of your screen, Kirkis is a little bit slow to react.
Here's Ekitike again, looking to provide one. He might be getting what he has! He got the break he wanted. He got the goal he wanted. Hugo Ekitike, a scorer at Wembley, now a scorer at Anfield. Very sharp and very clever again. Here comes Gakpo. Still Gakpo. It's just too good. It's a sparkling Liverpool goal on the opening night. Anthony Taylor needs to move. Oh, McAllister. Oh, he packs a punch. And he packs a real punch as well. Goes Brooks. Semenyo moving at pace. Here he is. And scores. He's got a really good habit of scoring against Liverpool. And he's done it again. And Liverpool are short-numbered here. Look at Semenyo flying. He has support to his left. He goes on his own. And he scores quite brilliantly.
Salah's ball in. Curtis Jones was close. Chiesa! Federico Chiesa! What a time to score his first ever Premier League goal!
All on his own, support is arriving. Salah! The final boss of opening day Premier League football just had to have his say, didn't he? No one ever has done it better on the opening day than Mohamed Salah, and he wasn't going to let this one pass without him having his moment.
First of all, Giovanni Leone, what can you tell us?
That the clubs have agreed a deal, but he hasn't signed for us yet. So the moment when he signs for us, I can go into more detail.
Firstly, Liverpool manager Arne Slot kindly joins us here at the desk on NBC. Wow, Arne, welcome back to the Premier League. 2 minutes to go and it's 2-2. How did it feel as it played out those last few minutes?
Yeah, now knowing the result, it couldn't have been better, I think. I think when we were 2-0 up, maybe in the second half we started really well. But after the first half, I think it was quite an equal game. They also had their chances, so for us to be 1-0 up, we weren't unlucky with that. And then when we were 2-0 up, I think we controlled the game, and then all of a sudden 2 counter-attacks. And they came back into the game because this team we faced never gives up. The good thing is, the team they face never gives up as well.
Yeah, I'm just curious about your substitution pattern. So Endo comes on as a right back, but then very quickly or shortly thereafter, you bring on Gomez and then shift him into the 6. Is that planned ahead of time in terms of putting him on as a right back for a few minutes and then knowing you're going to shift him into the 6?
No, I think as much as everybody is talking about our squad, we do have a few issues, and one of them is availability in our last line. And Joe Gomez has not trained with us, I think, 3.5 weeks. So he wasn't ready to play 25-30 minutes. I think he's only trained twice with us this week. And Wata stopped fit, so that's why I first thought let's keep Wata there. But then when we lost a little bit of control over the game after the 2-1, I think we needed Wata in the midfield. Hugo Ekitike, who is getting more and more there, but also came in quite late, or not late, but came during the pre-season, not able to play 90. So it's every time finding the balance. And Jeremy Frimpong felt his hamstring a little bit, and that's not so strange if you look at how many sprints he makes. So it's finding the balance between keeping them fit and winning games.
Arne, can you just talk to us about the difference of, you came in last year, hardly made a signing, won the title. This season you've spent a lot of money, bought obviously some real quality players, but you've got to integrate them into your team and the way of playing. How challenging is that this season?
Now, first of all, we lost a lot of players. Mm-hmm. So if you lose players, it's quite smart to sign new ones. But normally in the Premier League, it's all about signing, and never selling. But we've lost 4 starters. And we've lost players that played quite a lot of minutes for us. Gerard Kwanzaa, Queef Kelleher. So that's the strategy of this club, and we are really happy with it, because what we did was we've lost good players, but we've brought in really good players as well. But the good thing is that 3 of them were there in the start of pre-season, but Hugo wasn't, unfortunately. So yeah, then the most important thing is to win your games from the start, and we were not so lucky to face Bournemouth, because that's one of the fittest teams in the league. They were so impressive in terms of running last season, and again today they showed that they just can keep on going, but we could do the same.
Just back on the defensive side of things, I know it's early with the new fullbacks playing in position and stuff, but how do you see the team evolving to stop the counter-attacks a little bit more effectively?
Now, that's not only for the fullbacks. I think it starts with, where do you lose the ball? So do you lose it with a shot, and is it going over? Or now we've lost it twice over here where we are standing with a trick from Dominic Szoboszlai, which is unnecessary if you're 2-0 up. And then there was a moment on 2-1 where we thought our fullback made an inside run, and which is normally a very smart idea, because that creates space for Mo, who can then score, but Mo decided to square it. Just not perfect. And then all of a sudden we were open, but I wouldn't say we were open. The team we faced has unbelievable intensity in terms of running. So I think the moment we lost the ball was probably 2v1 or 2v2. But then they just came out of nowhere with 2 or 3 extra players. Great finish by Semenyo, great player by the way. So yeah, it's a bit of everything, but like I said, where do you lose the ball, and having your rest defense in order. But I do think we had a rest defense in order. Okay. But they just had a quicker transition than us.
Okay. Arne, last question. Of course, it was a really emotional night tonight, both before the game and then Mo Salah in tears on the field in front of the Kop afterwards. How much was emotion part of the game for you all tonight?
Nah. We've spoken, I think, for 5-6 minutes about football. Where we should talk about is how impressive and powerful this tribute was today. I've been lucky enough to be here for a year, and I've heard "You Never Walk Alone" many times, but the way it was sung today was so powerful. And then how during the game, in the end of the game, our fans, they've been so incredible with the tribute they've paid, but also the help they gave the team. And I said to the players afterwards, normally 20 minutes before the end, when it was 2-2, the first one I would look at was Diogo. And now with the help of the fans and our players, we were able to turn the game around as well. So but like I said, the whole story should be how impressive and powerful the tribute was, and how our fans did that was that can only happen at Anfield, I think.
Well, you all did him proud tonight, and we appreciate your time, and we wish you luck for the season. Thank you, Arne. Appreciate it.
Congratulations on your Premier League debut, a goal and an assist. How pleased were you with your opening performance in the Premier League?
Yeah, obviously it was, I think, good performance. I could do better, but yeah, the most important tonight, I think, is the win and the mentality we showed. Obviously, we wanted to win for the people who came tonight and for Diogo, and I think that's what we did, so I'm happy for everybody.